Anyway, so I was like, Julian, you've got to come, you've got to take the baby because I'm having a really bad reaction on my face. Like, I could just feel it. I was so 100% sure I was going to walk in the bathroom and my skin was going to be bubbling. Good morning everyone and welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, hello, my name is India. I run British Beauty by India here on YouTube. If you're returning, how are you guys doing? How are your journeys going? You know the drill by now. I'm super sorry that I repeat myself every single time, but genuinely, I want to know how you guys are getting on. If you have just stumbled across this video, I do know that this video in particular is a niche video because we're talking today all about dermarolling and using Tret, so that's fine, you can continue watching. However, I do have a whole playlist dedicated to my Tretinoin journey, so I'm going to link that up here if you guys want to start from the beginning, as we are quite far along in the game. I'm going to keep this short, I'm going to keep this sweet. But first off, I would like to say here in the UK that we are in full-blown lockdown. So I want to just make sure that if you are in the UK, I want to make sure you guys are okay. Today is a beautiful day. Today is Thursday, and my God, does it make a difference when you wake up and you see the sun shining like that. Don't get me wrong, obviously I love summer, but there is something so beautiful about winter sun. So I'm having a good day just because it's nice outside. It's what we live for these days. So let's get into it. First off, I'm going to give you obviously a skin update. I have some clips that I'm going to show, yada yada yada. I had a tricky week with my skin this week because I had my birthday on Sunday, and on Saturday, which is just a bloody great timing, I put benzoyl peroxide on my breakouts, which literally is here. They just were not budging, and I left it on for way too long because I basically forgot that I'd put it on my skin, and I quite literally gave myself chemical burns. Now if you know BP, you know that this can happen, as it is a tricky ingredient to deal with. So yes, come Saturday evening, and I'm going to put it up here, my face, literally you could see it. Obviously I'd washed it off when I'd realised what was going on, but I literally had red marks, but like patches of chemical burn here. It was absolutely awful. Anyway, so obviously it was my birthday the next day. I was like, no, this is not fair. So I was Googling like a mad woman, and obviously the majority of people suggest you using aloe vera because it's the same as a burn, right? And aloe can obviously soothe it. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I don't have any aloe vera, like, it's not summertime anymore. I do have an aloe vera plant in my kitchen though, so I was like, okay, I think my brother called me a medicine man while I was cutting it up. So I was like, okay, fresh pure aloe, like you can't get better than that. So I cut up one of its leaves, got it all out, whatever, had a shower, put it on my face. I can't. Aloe vera in its true form is disgusting. I was gagging, like proper retching while I was putting it on my face. And I personally do not like things like that, like consistency, slimy, thick, gooey consistencies. Like, no, I don't eat yogurt because of it. I don't eat jelly because of it. Like, I just can't. Like, I can't deal with that kind of consistency. So I'm like putting it on my face. I'm like, because the smell as well. Oh my God, I did not realise aloe smelled like that. Because to me, aloe vera smells like a freaking holiday, yeah? I know. So I'm putting it on my face and I'm trying to put it on really thickly, and it's like stringy, and it's just, oh my God, it's absolutely disgusting. I came obviously in here to get myself and Laura dressed and ready and whatever, and I'm telling you, I'm literally sitting here putting on her freaking body lotion. Sorry, my bell's just gone off. Deliveries. And my skin starts burning, like full on burning, like I've just put, you know, I love a good chemical peel, as in literally like Dr. Dennis Gross. I love their professional grade chemical peel. Obviously not right now because someone tried to have and I burned my face off. That didn't even come close to the burn of aloe vera, and like all my neck, because it kind of dripped down, all my neck was just so itchy, and then all of a sudden this area started itching, this was all burning, and my whole skin was just on fire, and I was going to claw it off because it was so itchy. Anyway, so I was like, Julian, you've got to come, you've got to take the baby because I'm having a really bad reaction on my face. Like, I could just feel it. I was so 100% sure I was going to walk in the bathroom and my skin was going to be bubbling. Anyway, so I washed it off, and to be honest with you, there wasn't actually, like, after about 20 minutes, because I went and I got my ice roller and I was trying to calm my skin down, to be honest with you, after 20 minutes, whatever had happened had gone, so it didn't leave an effect. But who the fuck gets a reaction of natural aloe vera? Like, who? Because I'm telling you, when I googled it, because I was like, I must be allergic, but I was like, no, I've used the aloe vera products for years, so I couldn't find any information about having an allergic reaction to pure aloe. It's just not a thing. So in my mind, I genuinely believe that I was so ranked out by it that my brain basically caused a reaction to it because I thought it was so disgusting. Like, talk about mental. My brain caused that reaction because I have no other idea why it would have done that. Anyway, it was bad. It was bad. And then it was also the night before my birthday. I was like, I cannot believe that I've gone all this time with my face being, you know, okay. And I'd got it to a point where I was like, no, you know, it's fine. I'm going to dermaroll on Monday because that's what my aim was. I'd stopped Tretinoin the Wednesday or the Thursday, sorry, the week before, in preparation for dermarolling. And it's like, well, I'm never going to be able to dermaroll now because my skin is just awful. I can't, like, anyway. I managed to kind of soothe my face. I used my Avene Cicaplast thing, and I managed to soothe my face overnight, so when I woke up on Sunday on my actual birthday, it wasn't too bad. I mean, a lot of people on FaceTime commented, like, being like, why is your face so red? But I was like, chemical burns. They know me by now. They know what I do to my skin. But come Monday, it was such a weird experience because come Monday is literally like peeling off, like flaking off. The burn was just, yeah. I woke up crispy and then like literally I washed my face and it was just all coming off. And it wasn't like it was coming off like it was with Tret. It was coming off like pure crispy skin. Like, I feel like when you're peeling with Tret, the skin's moist. Oh my God. I don't know, this sounds really gross, but the skin when you are using Tret is like a moist kind of skin. It's not hard, it's not crispy. This was full on crispy chicken skin. Like, so because of that, I spent Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday trying to sort my face out because I wanted it to be in a good enough condition to then obviously dermaroll. And I know you're probably sitting there like going into, you need to relax. But had a plan, okay, and I hate not sticking to my plan, and I was supposed to dermaroll on Monday and actually didn't do it until yesterday's Thursday, so, which is annoying because obviously I wanted to be able to sit here and be like, yep, this is the end result, because usually you see it in about 3 days, but yeah, no, I can't do that today, so I'm super sorry. Today's Friday, so obviously you're seeing this, it's yesterday for you. This is my skin today. I dermarolled last night. I loved it. My skin's fine this morning. It's a little bit tender when I came to washing it. I'm going to have as I said last week, I'm going to have a specific video on it, and it will be called Botox Facial because of the specific ingredient that I used. So you can go have a watch when that goes live. When it goes live, I actually don't know yet, because I have some other videos in the pipeline. So if you are interested in that, you know what to do. You go down and you hit the subscribe button and you hit that notification bell, because you will then be notified when that video goes live. Let's get to the point why you're here. Is all about tretinoin use and dermarolling. So I'm not going to talk to you really about dermarolling because I've got a video up here. You can watch that. That gives you literally an in-depth freaking everything that you need to know about dermarolling. I'm not going to sit here and do that. I want to talk to you specifically about using it side by side with tretinoin. Okay, so I researched the shit out of using tretinoin and dermarolling because it's something that I've missed a lot, and dermarolling has always been a big part of my beauty regime. I bloody love it. Sitting here and telling you now, I had Botox and fillers April 2018, so it's been a long time, and then obviously I fell pregnant, so that was a no-go. And I'm telling you, dermarolling is the reason why I haven't succumbed to it now, because I feel like I love the effects of dermarolling. I think it's definitely more long-lasting than Botox and fillers. It's going to do your skin so much good in the long term rather than Botox and filler. You know, you're going to have to get it done every whatever they say. My filler and my Botox did not last very long. I'd say I would probably need it every 6 months if I wanted to keep that look up. So I think dermarolling in the long term, you just cannot go wrong with it, and it's freaking amazing for your skin if you do it properly. So it was always something that I needed to bring back into my life. However, obviously with using tretinoin, I was very scared because I was like, that's deep. So I researched it, and basically it's amazing to use tretinoin and dermarolling alongside, because all it does is boost the effects of both. Because obviously the reason that we're using Tret, or I'm using Tret, is boost collagen production, accelerate my skin cell skin turnover. Oh, you get my gist. I can't even speak today, excuse me, it's still early in the morning. That's why I use it, right? Yeah, dermarolling is just going to accelerate all of that. So I was like, yes, 100%, let's do it. So Basics. You need to stop tretinoin. I know I stopped tretinoin like way before because my plan went to pot, but you need to stop tretinoin for about 3 days, at least 3 days before you dermaroll, okay? And then you cannot go back to tret for again at least 3 days after. However, I'm going to say this, obviously all skin's different. So for example, I know my skin, I've dermarolled so much, so I know by that 3-day mark I'll easily be able to go back to tretinoin because my skin is healed by day 3. However, this time around, because I'm using Tret, I don't know how my skin is going to be because I'm worried that maybe the tretinoin will kind of, I don't know, change it. So I'm going to keep an eye on that, and you should too. Now, products that you can use for dermarolling and Tret are exactly the same products that you would use for dermarolling anyway. There's no difference in why you can't use what you were using before, or what you know, if you're interested in using the basics. Do you know what I mean? Hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, peptides, all those kinds of serums, that's what you're looking for. They can stay the same. Also, the ingredient that I specifically used for the last time that I did it is called arginine. Arginine, something like that. I can never pronounce it. Anyway, The Ordinary does a 10% solution of it, and it's water-based. It's very, very relaxed. Oh my god, I researched that ingredient so crazy because I'd never heard of it before, and obviously it can mimic the effects of Botox, i.e. it can basically stop muscle movement. Not as extreme as Botox, obviously. Anyway, so I needed to make sure that if I dermaroll and put that on, like, that's going to be okay. And it is. It's basically used in mesotherapy all the time. And arginine is, by the way, a brand name actually of the ingredient. I can't remember what the actual ingredient's called, but give it a look anyway. I'm going to link it all down below. And then, obviously, my favourite serum to use for dermarolling is the Buffet by The Ordinary. It's just got everything you need in it. And then just a basic, good hyaluronic acid, because I know the Buffet has hyaluronic acid, but I like to give it like that extra boost. Another really good serum to use, I'm going to hit you with The Ordinary because they just are the best and they're cheap, is obviously niacinamide. Niacinamide is brilliant on the skin, especially when we're dealing with redness and sore, and it can really calm the skin. So those are a few options for you to look at if you're interested. And that's basically it in a nutshell. It's really not that different from dermarolling without Tret. The only main thing is that you need to stop tretinoin 3 days before and 3 days after at the least, okay? You need to monitor your skin, right? And obviously, please, if you're going through a purge, don't even think about it. You can do what I did and stop and then tackle those spots to a point where if I dermarolled, like I did last night, there was no spots. Please do not ever dermaroll over breakouts, like full stop, ever, because all you're going to do is obviously pierce into that bacteria and then roll it around the rest of your face. Like, think about it logically. So yeah, that's quite literally it. Next week's episode is going to be a proper update basically about my skin going forward after last night's dermarolling. So that's going to be like a part 2. I look forward to next week, and I hope you guys do too, because I would like to see the effects of it, especially this Botox thing. But the fact that I woke up and I could still do this, I was like, no Botox. But in hopes that it is like Botox, because if you've had it, it takes about 3 days to actually, 3-4 days to see the full effect. Well, even longer, I think, probably about a week to see like the full effect. So I'm hoping it's like that. So then by the time I see you next week, I'm like, I'm so excited right now. Okay, that is it for today's episode. It was short, it was sweet. Yes, it is. Only 19 minutes I've been sitting here. I do hope you guys are all okay. Please continue to let me know how you are getting on with your tretinoin, whether you're at the same stage as me, you're well ahead, you've been using it for years. Let me know. I want to know everything. Also, if you have liked what you have seen here today, please go give it a thumbs up. More importantly, subscribe. I'm sending you guys all the love in the world wherever you are in this crazy ass world. Hope you guys are okay, and lots of love to you all, friends, family, everything. But that is it from me today, and I will see you guys next time.